In my last video on this channel, I explained why I recently bought a greenhouse for my cacti in the winter and how this should help with seed production. Here today I will talk about the greenhouse itself. It only cost me 65 euros, which is currently $75 US. There are some even cheaper greenhouses on the market, but they are smaller ones inside of which you won't be able to stand up. If you have a couple of thousands to spend, you can buy a very good quality greenhouse with a base you can bury in the soil, a good quality metal frame, and clear hard plastic panels or glass. I may get one of those in the future, but for this winter I decided to go for a much cheaper option. As I was looking at greenhouses online, I considered for a while getting a cheap aluminum frame greenhouse. There were some priced below 300 euros, and those seemed like a good option at first, until I read the comments. According to them, these greenhouses can be very difficult to build, often requiring a couple of days of work, with many headaches due to the complexity of it. Also, the quality doesn't seem great, with the clear plastic panels often flying off with the wind or becoming brittle and needing replacement after a year or two. In the end, I went for this one here. At a price of just 65 euro, quite frankly, I'm not expecting it to last for more than one winter. But if it does survive a full winter, that would have been money well spent. I'll make the dimensions appear on the screen, but there were other dimensions available. The brand is Out Sunny. It's sold all over Europe. I'm not sure if that brand is available in the US and other countries, but I'm pretty sure you'll find similar products from other brands. The greenhouse was super easy to put together. There is not a single screw or bolt. You just assemble metal tubes with plastic connectors. It is a fun and super simple process. I enjoyed it, and it took me about 1 hour, taking my time. The metal tubes are thin, as you would expect for this kind of money. As for the connectors, there was one guy in the online reviews who said that they don't last very long and need to be reinforced with duct tape. Well, for now the quality seems okay to me, but we'll see over time. The greenhouse is designed to be placed over the ground, and it comes with an extra length of clear plastic that you can bury in the soil. I placed the greenhouse on top of the terrace floor, so I just stuck the extra lengths of plastic inwards and put some plants on top, hoping that it will be enough weight to keep it in place. I've put it together a couple of months ago, and since then there has been one episode of heavy winds, but there was no issues at all with the greenhouse. Admittedly, it's probably protected from the wind by my house, which is only 4 meters away. If wind is an issue where you live, this greenhouse comes with tie-down strings that you can attach to each corner, and that should help to some degree. The greenhouse has shelves on both sides. You're supposed to place plants on them, and their weight anchors the greenhouse quite solidly on the floor. You've got to put enough weight on them so that the greenhouse won't move under hard wind, but not too much weight either, as these grill shelves are rather flimsy. There is only one opening. It is at the front and uses 2 zippers. During the day I leave it opened, except when there is wind, and I close it at night. There is no condensation when I open in the morning because the soil in the pots is always dry. My cacti won't grow in the winter because they won't be watered and the temperatures will be low. Now if you want to grow your plants in one of these, this may not be the ideal choice, as it would be more advisable to have a window so that condensation doesn't form. And that window should have a mesh screen so that insects don't get in. There are other models of greenhouses, maybe a bit more expensive with windows. But for me, who just want the plant to receive light during the winter, in the hope that it will flower at spring, this greenhouse sounds like a good choice. I will let you know in the spring how it survived the winter. I can already tell you the weakest point of those flexible plastic greenhouses is that clear plastic itself. The summer will cook it fairly quick, although the green reinforcement grid in the plastic should help to prevent the plastic from ripping too easily. If you buy this greenhouse or any other one in that price range, don't expect it to last for more than 1 year. And even if it lasts longer, well, that would be a nice surprise. What about you? Do you use a greenhouse and what kind? Please let me know in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to receive my list of hand-pollinated San Pedro seeds, all you need to do is send me an email. My email can be found down there in the description of this video. I'm also making it appear on the screen now. It's sanpedromastery@protonmail.com. When I receive your email, I will email you back with the list, photos of the parent, ordering information and prices. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you soon with another video.